Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day special episode of Castranger featuring Greencaster.
Me!
Wow, what good timing.
I know, right? I know.
So
I'm
Paul, how was the rest of Revice?
You didn't watch it, did you?
God,
you,
no.
you said you were going to finish the rest of Revice, join us for the finale, and we never heard anything back from you.
Well, I mean,
is your want.
Here's the thing. Everything I saw sucked, so...
No, spoilers.
Said,
it was actually a pretty incredible show.
It got real good.
The movie was questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Maybe is it? What? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we should still officially
that's...
change. I think we should still officially change Paul's caster name to Earth Tones Caster.
I won't. It's funny. The first thing someone in the chat said when he came on the mic was, "Oh, look, it's Mr. Earth Tones."
And I was like, brand recognition.
He's our greatest meme.
It persists. Therefore.
Speaking of persisting, cue the roll call.
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Perfect! Showrunning super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loudon Online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Gar.
Respecting the source material, Greencaster, Zenshi.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos. Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 428. Who is our Pokemon of the week? It's Lopunny.
Episode Lopunny, the fucking Pokemon everyone
Damn it! And
wants.
Cell was almost going to be on this episode.
Cell wasn't gonna be on this episode. I am.
Okay, so I know. So why are people saying that Vaporeon is the most fuckable Pokemon when obviously Lopunny is?
Don't! You say that, they'll start literally quoting the meme to explain it to you.
Her cry is literally a wolf whistle.
Listen. Physiologically...
No! I just said don't! We're not doing it!
One of my favorite Pokemon pictures ever is just Diggersby with fucking two Lopunnies. It's the funniest shit ever. Like Ichi, you bring up that Pokemon, it's gonna be brought up. Not that one, and Lopunny.
Why did you make the sexy Pokemon the Pokemon of the day when I was going to be here?
It's not our fault.
Yes, it is!
Yes! Someone made the Torky!
No, I'm not letting that GIF animate. I'm not letting that GIF animate.
Please do.
Keep talking and get it off my screen.
That's fucking amazing.
Oh.
Anyway, we're a bunch of
Why is it so thick?
we're a bunch of clovers who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing. I don't know what that GIF is, but I'm not clicking it either.
It's just Lopunny peeking her head in.
So yeah, our topics for this week will be Kamen Rider Geats episode 26, Kingohger episode 2, and our featured topic for the week is the Godzilla vs. Megalon movie of 1973.
So unfortunately, I did not have time to watch the movie because of just a weird, shitty work week I've been having.
All I'll say is you missed a hell of a wrestling match.
Well, I mean, I've already seen the movie, but while we are talking about it, I am going to put up the fight of Godzilla and Jet Jaguar versus Megalon. So,
okay.
And just watch it.
You're just going to live commentate on it?
Exactly. You know what? I did that for Japanese Spider-Man. I'll do it for this too.
Oh my god. Ichi, can you put that up too? We could do like a Jerry the King Lawler and JR sort of wrestling calling of it. It'd be amazing.
Oh man! All right, so before we get into the episode discussion, we have some news to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, I have some big important news. This is big. Well, I mean, everyone knows. I received this week my Lightning Collection Blue Centurion.
Oh my god!
It has been fucking tastic.
Jesus.
It is the figure I wanted in this line since it was announced, and I got it. No, and they didn't fuck it up. It's super good.
You say they didn't fuck it up, but I don't see the plaid jacket.
I mean, yes, they didn't give me the jacket, but they gave us his whistle. So it comes with his little whistle, his little Megazord.
Now you need to find
whistle.
like some random fucking Barbie doll with a plaid jacket and buy it just to put it on Centurion.
What line is that again?
Sorry?
What line is that again?
It's from
the
Turbo.
Lightning Collection.
Oh, Lightning Collection. Okay. Yeah. Is there a Lightning Collection Phantom Ranger?
Yes.
Yes, but it's shit.
Guess what else? Guess what else they put out? Phantom Ranger, but invisible.
But I like Phantom Ranger.
Yeah, but they ruined the Phantom Ranger by putting a stupid hole in his Phantom Ruby so you could put in a cool effect part on it.
Yeah.
It's literally the reason I'm not getting that figure.
Yeah. Ruined it. All right.
Gar's here. Hi, Gar.
Yeah.
I am here.
Gaston.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Power Rangers, let's get into our first news story.
News mode.
More information on the upcoming Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, in that we have the logo and official key art. And it's hilarious because the Red Ranger is shoved into the corner.
Get fucked, Rocky.
Rocky can never win.
I mean, Rocky is the least popular Red Ranger ever, so...
Yeah.
Well, personality.
And also, what was the most interesting about this art is, if you zoom in and look at the top there, we get a weird, grotesque face shot of the antagonist of the film, Robo Rita. Did I miss reading that? I don't remember that being a thing.
See, but at least Troy is entertaining with his blandness, so...
I can never not love
Rocky. Rocky threw his back out like an idiot.
Rocky, behind you!
I'm so stupid.
Double whammy?
So is that mean we're gonna hear Barbara Goodson do like
a cyborg
repulsive voice with like a robotic filter over it? That's gonna be terrifying to hear.
I love it.
I want it so much.
No, I want it too, but that's gonna be terrifying. Jesus Christ.
It's going to be awful, and I'm going to love it.
I met both her and freaking
Robert
Axelrod at Anime North. That was such an honor.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how that must have felt. Oh my god. Like, to have Rita and Zed in front of you.
Yeah, but like Robert Axelrod, that was when like his health was declining, so he just like, he didn't look the greatest.
He was really frail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've talked a bunch about that. It's coming out April 19th on Netflix. And the other important piece of news about that is that Ron Wasserman is returning.
Hell yeah, dude.
The GOAT, the legend.
The best Power Rangers composer. Like,
yes.
Pound for pound, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, of course.
Confirming he is composing for Once and Always.
Amazing. So this is like a Mighty Morphin special?
It's like a film. It's like a movie.
Really?
Like a 55-minute special.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
We're talking about this, obviously, right?
Obviously.
Oh yeah, it's part of Power Month.
Yeah.
I'll be here for that.
Cool.
Power you weary. I don't know. Whatever month.
No, not Power Month. Power Month's in August because
Oh, okay.
August is when the 30th anniversary is.
Well, I'll probably just watch it like on my own anyway.
I was gonna say this comes out next month, so we'll definitely watch it before then.
Power Rangers Ides of March.
Power April.
Oh, Power April.
I don't know.
We're doing Metal April.
We are doing Metal April. All right, so yeah, that's cool. Next, going from official to unofficial, they announced a box set of unofficial Sentai Akiba Ranger.
Nice.
Cool.
This is to commemorate the show's 10th anniversary. Wow, it's been 10 years since Akiba Ranger.
No one.
Actually, 11. It's been 10 years since it's been over.
That.
What?
Oh, Power.
Oh, no, that's not what we said.
No one said that.
No!
You said that.
I just said Power April, as in Power Rangers.
He just said it really quickly.
We would no.
All right, well, ignoring that and moving on. So, Akiba Ranger 10th Anniversary Blu-ray box, 33,000 yen, releasing July 28th. Limited quantities via Aeon Store, Premium Bandai, TTFC, and Amazon Japan.
Oh, also the Oscars happened last week, and everyone who won, especially fucking good boy Ki Kwan.
Don't tell me who won Best Picture.
Yo, Stephen Colbert was at the Oscars?
I won't. But also Brendan Fraser won Best Actor, so good. He deserves everything good in life.
Okay, they're called Akiba Ranger because they live in the town of Akihabara in Japan, which is called Akiba for short.
Yeah, that's the one place I want to go to Japan the most.
Akihabara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing...
It's Nerd Central.
I keep seeing images of this guy, and to me, he just looks like Stephen Colbert.
That's Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
You say that like I would know that.
Okay, Ichi, did you ever watch The Goonies?
No.
Oh,
It's Ichi, he doesn't watch movies.
He's questioning his entire friendship.
I don't watch things.
Never seen The Goonies. What is wrong with you?
I absorb knowledge of the Goonies vicariously through Dan Evidence.
The Goonies is second to fucking Back to the Future for being like the most 80s movie ever.
Nah, I've seen 80 years.
Karate Kid.
I've seen 80s here.
Karate Kid is more 80s than Goonies.
You
Which I
call
also
him
haven't
Dr.
seen.
Jones, doll. Yeah, that's the same guy. Same kid.
Let's put it this way. I only watched the 3 Back to the Future movies like a year or two ago.
Yeah. He's way behind on his groovy 80s pop culture.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. If anyone who hasn't seen Akiba Ranger, if you consider yourself any caliber of Sentai fan, cannot recommend highly enough.
And that's a Blu-ray box, right?
Yeah.
Nice. What's the pricing on that?
$330 plus shipping and markup.
No.
Oh yeah, shit's expensive in Japan.
Good lord, no.
Oh yeah, Paul, we were talking about a set of Blu-rays last week.
Uh-huh.
If you wanted to get all of them, it's $1,700.
Absolutely not.
That was for all of Kamen Rider Ichigo, I think.
Yeah, it was all for the original Kamen Rider on 4K.
Wow. That's on the
$1,700.
Toei YouTube channel.
No, Toei would only upload it at 360.
It's still the show.
Maybe 480 if we ask nicely.
I know that that's a weird thing to say for someone who likes movies, but it's still the show. And I do that over that.
This is why video rental stores are still big in Japan.
Wow.
That's awesome. That sounds like a fucking paradise.
I know, right?
All right.
It's all in Japanese.
Next. In SH Figure Arts news, they announced a bunch of Geats figures. Boost Magnum form, Fever form. This is a part set for the Geats figures. Is that the
new form after the form that we just got?
No, these are previous forms.
Oh, okay. That one...
So there's Magnum form with on the legs, then there's Boost form, then there's Boost Magnum.
Fever Boost.
Fever Magnum, Fever Boost. So yeah, it's a Fever part set, basically.
Yeah. Spoilers for later, I have not watched any of Kamen Rider Geats.
Except for this week's episode.
Except for episode 26.
Yeah, weird place to start. So let's see.
Of course it's Premium Bandai Multi. Everything's Premium Bandai now.
Yeah.
You're
150
Bandai.
We're all Premium Bandai.
Sick! Yay!
I'm expensive.
And once everything's Premium Bandai,
nothing will
be.
Stop making Incredibles jokes.
No, The Incredibles is a fantastic movie.
You heard it. He said we were making incredible jokes.
No, I didn't. That's the opposite of what I said.
So the figures are 150 millimeters tall, adjustable scarves. The armored gun on the legs can be expanded. Comes with the Magnum Shooter 40X.
Can I just say that I love the fact that a description of a Kamen Rider action figure comes with the phrase adjustable scarves?
Yeah. Would you prefer a non-adjustable scarf?
I just love this time of being alive. That's all I'm saying.
We like being alive. We like being alive.
I like being alive.
We like being alive.
in this rider renaissance that we're in.
The rider sons?
Yeah, no.
Listen, I own the best Geats figure art. Technically, I own entry, raise form.
I love how your
that's all you
initial
need.
reaction was to agree with me, and then you decided, no, you know what? I'm not letting you have that one. Retroactively, no.
Yes, Decker. I like the shit forms.
Cut it out.
I have the renewal Deno platform. That's one of my favorite figure arts I own.
Lane's the kind of plebe who likes all of the between forms.
I like this
good old Blanky.
Blanky.
Yeah, Blanky.
I prefer Blankja.
I like this between form. I think it's pretty good.
It's called entry form. Well, the legs are magnum form.
Well, not that way. I mean the one that we saw today.
Oh, no,
That's entry form.
I was gonna make a joke saying.
Is that just what it looks like when you first start?
Yeah, you can put the belt on and henshin with no buckles, and you just get the suit.
It's just Snake Eyes with a kitsune mask.
Yeah, basically.
All the riders,
I love the base
all the riders can access entry form like this. They just have different masks on depending on which rider they are.
So they're all GI Joes.
Kinda.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you watch episodes, yeah, see, like that's what they look like in entry form.
Like, I'm gonna have to.
Yep.
Watch stuff. You know what? That's how they all start.
Yeah, and then like, remember how I told you it's like Fortnite? They run around and find their power ups.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's
you lost me at Fortnite.
Not really. I mean, like that's kind of dope. I don't want to play it, but I do want to watch it.
Although
the Panda Rider wanted to destroy all humanity.
I mean,
I thought they were stupid and inferior.
The panda dude was a fucking school shooter.
I was about to say, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a panda character, and then you said school shooter, and I went, really?
Well, like, so he had Magnum as his first buckle he got in the first episode, and then he, like, you see him at school, and he, like, unzips his bag, and he has the Magnum buckle, so we're like, oh, he brought a gun to school! And then, yeah, his desire, his perfect world he wanted was all of humanity dead, because he thought they were stupid and inferior.
So he was just some emo kid who just had a genocide wish.
And then he got his ass kicked because he had his head too much up his ass. So,
yeah. Anyways,
don't remind me of Punk Jack. I miss him.
Punk Jack is the best rider in the show.
He was great.
This
Hallelujah,
sounds like
win.
less well-written Michi.
It kind of is.
Like, it sounds like poorly written Michi.
You know what the funny thing is? The purple bull rider, Buffa, basically is poorly written Michi. His name is even Michinaga, who someone shortens to Michi.
Yeah, he's half plant, half zombie. It's really interesting.
It's like Plants vs. Zombies, but bad.
It's like in Beer Fest when Landfill died and his twin brother came in and said, you know what? I'm going to take his place in the beer drinking competition, and I even want you to call me his name so that nothing changes.
All right, anyways, back on topic. So if you want the Geats Fever Part set, $82.50 in September release. Premium Bandai.
Woo!
And speaking of SH Figure Arts and the Shin Kamen Rider movie, they announced SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Nigo from Shin Kamen Rider.
Why do they have weird pimp jackets?
They have trench coats. They wear them in the movie.
That's not a trench coat. That is a pimp jacket.
No, so Gar explained it that apparently they can't take their suits off, like, at all. So they wear coats to blend in. Yeah, they wear coats to blend in.
Yeah, because
it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle jackets.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, okay. No, you know what? That's so much better.
This
because
fucking pea coat ass.
Like, can you go back to the that. Okay. So that looks a lot puffier than it should, and I thought it was like sequins and stuff, or like just like a black velour.
It absolutely has the same energy as Raphael and his pea coat and fucking hat.
But then go to the next one.
No, I also legit that Nigo.
That's
Nigo
awesome.
is
that's fucking awesome.
I also legit like Nigo is taller. Like, that's actually cool.
Isn't Ichimonji like canonically taller than Hongo?
I'm not
sure. I thought he was shorter. I always thought that Hongo.
No.
Yeah, Ichimonji was
the
shorter.
Figures say so. Maybe just in this new continuity.
It was.
Well,
I like the coats.
No.
I think the coats are badass.
Ichimonji was always the physically stronger Kamen Rider, whereas Hongo was always the more technically sound Kamen Rider. So it was accuracy and strength. So it makes sense that Ichimonji is a little bit bigger. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. 150 millimeters tall, comes with the coat. It is made of cloth, has wires in the hem on back and backside, giving you posing options.
Ooh.
Premium Bandai web exclusive, 82.50 yen, August release.
So I like they have really just like
$82 like plus shipping and markup and whatever.
Yeah.
I really like that they actually have like
no, just for Nego.
I really like that they actually have different designs. That's really cool.
Yes, that actually helps a lot that they're actually well differentiated.
Yeah, like Ichigo has like the more like original suit, and then Nego has like the more updated one. He's just missing like the red gloves.
For me, really the biggest difference is the eyes.
Okay, so Ichimonji is the shorter one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I always thought he looked shorter.
Yeah, Ichimonji is 172 centimeters, and Hongo's 180.
All right.
Where were we? But Nego, yeah, looks really good.
All right.
I'd pose him with the coat.
Yeah.
I prefer Ichigo, but that's just me.
I've always been a Nego fan.
Cool.
I'm indifferent. I have no preference.
You like
Watch the biggest plot twist be like Shin V3s in the movie.
That would be cool.
They fight Shin V3.
Well, they make
he's played by Drake.
By the way, we need to mention that now, as Gar mentioned in our group chat this morning, the movie is out. There's going to be spoilers all over the fucking place. No one posts any of that shit in here, please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I do not want to know anything about the movie until
I'm pretty sure I've accidentally spoiled something for myself already, and I'm a little angry about it. So.
Oh no.
I just think it's funny that you guys are all about like no spoilers. It's like you guys didn't even see the original show.
To the person who just said gotcha, was that a Dilbert reference?
Probably not. Because they're younger.
We can't talk about Dilbert anymore because Scott Adams is a racist fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said some racist shit, and all the newspapers were like, "Yeah, you're done. Bye."
Yeah,
bye.
Dilbert's officially dead.
I just liked the cartoon that came out in the early.
Yeah, 2000s. No, the cartoon was goated. It was genius.
But like, I when he said "gotcha," I have to like keep a secret. I just thought to myself, "It's the
gotcha,
gotcha." Yeah,
I am CompuCom.
All right, and our last news story is an update on the Lightning Collection Lost Galaxy Yellow and SPD Yellow figures.
Oh my god, who fucking cares anymore? This Lightning Collection toy line fucking sucks shit.
Oh yeah, I own Blue Centurion now. All the rest are irrelevant.
Like.
Well, okay, except Titanium Ranger. I want a Titanium Ranger.
Our job is to report on the news, not care about it.
Well, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna talk about it. Yellow Lost Galaxy, as much as it looks cool, Hasbro, how could you fuck up so badly?
What specifically?
Every other Lost Galaxy Ranger comes with a fully length Quasar Saber.
She doesn't.
Oh.
And Yellow doesn't.
Okay. That's,
that is an amazingly bad oversight.
That is bad. Yeah.
No. You want to know how bad it is? Here is a photo of the box art. If you look at the art in the corner, it is drawn as the little dagger that the toy has.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you do. You buy one, and then you complain about it, so that they release a new one that has a fully length one.
New Lightning Collection Quasar Saber.
But they discontinue the one that has the dagger there, and therefore it becomes rare, and therefore it's a collector's item. Therefore,
no, but
see, Paul,
they released a white Dino Thunder Ranger figure, and the paint was missing from the helmet. Everyone complained, and they sent everyone a free painted helmet.
So they'll just end up sending people Quasar Sabers.
No,
Or they'll release it with another figure.
No!
Like they did the Blue Zeo Ranger.
You discontinue the bad one, and you make it rare!
Yeah, look at the difference. Night and day.
That is a really nice Operate Killer.
Yeah. Until there's the properly painted head.
It
just looks like Cyclopsis.
You know what?
Right?
And then SPD Yellow, they printed the Morpher upside down.
I showed a picture of Cyclopsis to a friend of mine, and she was just like, "That is a Xenogears robot." And I was
it's just the Bionis.
That's why I like it.
It's just the Bionis.
I love Cyclopsis.
Okay, I'll admit there are 2 more Lightning Collection figures I want to own. I want to own the Titanium Ranger, and I want to own a Diabolico figure if they ever make one.
I would accept that if that was like Titanus's Ranger.
Oh yeah, like a white Brachio Ranger.
And maybe a Quantron, because I love Quantrons.
You know what I just love about all of this Power Ranger stuff from Hasbro? The fact that Hasbro admitted like 2 weeks ago that they've lost like $1 million.
Is there
from Power Rangers?
Yeah.
To them, Power Rangers has been nothing but a financial loss. They have gained nothing from this.
That's because they're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Lane, is there a Lightning Collection or whatever collection of Solaris Knight?
Not yet. They haven't even touched.
They're slowly working their way through the series.
I
still love they haven't done a single Ninja Steel figure yet, or Megaforce, or Super Megaforce.
Or my taxes, Power Rangers, Ninja Steel.
Yeah, Neo Saban we tend to forget.
But speaking of which, the official Power Ranger YouTube channel started releasing Samurai today.
Okay,
oh boy,
Samurai was nice. It wasn't bad.
And the best part is they actually put the episodes in the correct order.
Oh, that's always a positive when you put your episodes in the correct fucking order.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's like, hey, you know what episode we should start with? Episode 3. And you want to know where they put episodes like 1 and 2? 19 and 20.
What the fuck?
At the very end of the season.
They're flashbacks.
We'll call it Origins.
All right, I remember that.
They're just what? You guys are fucking stupid.
Right.
Anyways, SPD Yellow, they fucked up the Morpher for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
How's it that
Did they fuck up the Morpher again?
How?
Oh my god.
You get it right once out of the 7.
How does no one in an entire company check this shit?
Simple, they don't.
That's what I'm saying. No one. How does an entire company?
No. Like Ichi, just a few weeks ago, after saying that that they've gained nothing from this, they finally hired a quality control operator.
I was about to say, where's the QA?
Nowhere. They didn't hire one.
No, listen.
Hire someone who gives a shit about the franchise.
Us, the fandom. We're the quality control.
Yeah, us yelling at them on Twitter is the QA.
Exactly.
It's just
because someone show Paul the Cosmic Fury suits. Let's see what he thinks
have
about
you seen Power Rangers Cosmic Fury?
The Champagne Ranger?
Oh my fucking god.
Champagner?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, you're gonna see.
We're going into this. Look at these guys.
No. Don't show them the artwork.
No, show them the actual suits.
Well, yeah, here's the artwork first.
Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Load, damn it. Why aren't you fucking loading?
They took the Ryu soldier helmets and put them on original space-themed suits.
Look at these things.
And then we saw the actual suits, and they're just fucking awful.
They put fake abs on there.
They put fake muscles on them like the toys.
The worst part is we've only seen them in live action without helmets on.
Okay,
we've never seen a single picture of them with helmets on yet.
So I am the person who is in the corner. I am the Green Ranger.
You're the Green Ranger off to the right. Like, guys, what the fuck?
First of all, I am the Green Ranger in this photo. Second of all, Mom, can we have Power Rangers? No, we have Power Rangers at home.
Power Rangers at home.
No. Paul, that joke, but this is the first image.
No, I know. It's been done, but still, that's my response.
This was They couldn't give us Q Ranger. They gave us this shit instead.
Fucking Hasbro. Mom says it's my turn with Power Rangers.
and the think. Hasbro wants to make their own cinematic universe with Power Rangers.
I'm gonna say this right now. Okay,
the 2017 movie.
Okay, I'm going to be like fair here. The Red Ranger's outfit, the way that the shade of it, and the way that it is, it's a good Red Ranger like outfit. And
no,
I like
it isn't, Doggle.
Listen, it's not that. But looking at it looks good in red. What they have there looks good in red. That's the best that I'm gonna say. Wow, does it ever look like some dollar store power?
I can't get over the molded boobs. It's so stupid.
It looks like energy soldiers.
I can't get over the champagner.
I mean, that's stupid.
Okay,
I wish I could get a better look at it because it's not a very good angle.
This is unfortunately the only angle we've got.
I know. And the black one, dare I say it, almost kind of looks cool. Like the way that his suit looks. I think it actually looks kind of decent. Like
okay,
if you
that we actually have a full shot on.
Oh, do we have a full shot of the black one?
Yeah, hang on.
Please show me.
Yes. There you are.
Please do show. Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. Okay, no, it's too simplistic.
Right?
That's the problem. They're all too simplistic.
He looks like he's halfway between Ryuso Black and Todoroki with the fucking guitar shit.
Do you know what this looks like? It looks like they had to slap something together last minute, so they just got a bunch of those morph suits. You know, like the stupid monochrome bodysuits that you can buy, and they just kind of modified it, stuck a bunch of plastic pads on it, and said "They're Power Rangers." It lacks imagination. That's the problem. It lacks imagination.
Oh, there's a better shot.
Totally forgot this was a thing. I feel like they're just too bland in colors.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not the colors. It's not the colors.
No, it's not the colors themselves. It's just the texture that they're made out of look.
It's the fact that there's too much of the main color. It's the fact that they've got the fucking muscle molded suit chest pieces, and the fact that the fucking armor on the shield is clearly trying to invoke Green Ranger Dragon Shield nostalgia.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's like the touches work. Like where they're putting the armor, it works. It's just not helmets. It's so simple. It's just a unitard with those couple little things put on. There's not enough flair to it. There's not enough.
Also, they just can't get gold right for some fucking reason. I don't get it. Oh, I hate it so much.
It's the Mustard Ranger.
Yeah, it's been Mustard Ranger since like fucking I don't even know when.
If I was, what? I would have said that's the Yellow Ranger and the black one was the Gold Ranger. Because I'm so used to them doing black.
Just thinking of the Gazeo Gold Ranger?
Yeah, but they've done that. Like, they do that. And I'm just like, the gold stands out.
Shouldn't call them the Gold Ranger.
Like, I look at the Black Ranger there and I'm just like, is that supposed to be the 6th Ranger? Like,
no.
Because that's the one that I'm most looking at as the 6th Ranger. The yellow one looks so bland.
See, this is how we are in our fucking 30s now. In our 30s, we're just, like, questioning everything we enjoyed in our childhoods.
Yeah, I love it. The fandom immediately fixed them by putting the Ryu Soldier lightning bolts back on the suits.
That does look so much better.
That's what I was trying to say. They need something. They need some accents. They need some, like, further details. It's just unitards.
You know what? I'm tired of talking about this. Let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Let's move on.
Just the face in the corner there. I want that to be in the thumbnail of just Jet Jaguar there in the thumbnail as well. Just her looking at. Like,
can it be the Green Goblin Jet Jaguar?
Yeah, like, you believe this shit?
Can you edit the Green Ranger helmet, the Green Caster helmet onto that, and just have me in the corner, just like What the fuck is this shit?
I'll see what I can do. All right, let's talk about Geats.
Woo!
So again, for the record, I've only watched this one episode of Kamen Rider Geats.
I was summarizing key concepts as we went.
Sure,
well,
yeah, absolutely. I still have a lot of questions.
Paul, congratulations. You watched the episode where I think Ace is achieving more development in his character, and I'm actually impressed.
So, is Ace like a Gary Stu? Is he like a Tendo kind of situation?
Absolutely.
He's been cheesing his way through like everything.
This man has god level. This man has like beyond Batman level prep time superpowers.
Is this Reiwa Kabuto?
I don't know if I put it that far.
I'd say yeah. I would say yes.
I don't know. Actually,
I'd say yes.
Considering the fact that the Jamato are now mimicking people, kind of.
Yeah, this is the Kabuto of fucking the Reiwa era.
Oh fuck! I never thought about that.
Keiwa feels more the protagonist than Ace does.
Keiwa is absolutely Gatag.
Yeah, this is Kabuto.
Damn it.
Okay, so, I have to talk about this quickly. So, Boost Mark II, I didn't realize that it was fucking 5 boost buckles fused into one.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I didn't know that either before the episode happened. But we'll talk about why that happened when we get to the end of the episode, because I have some thoughts.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm not going to be able to contribute too much about, like, you know, how this factors into the story as it goes forward. This is literally just scenes and suits and hisats and stuff and me trying to
something about a kid at a festival.
Yeah. Where you need to grab some dude's bells.
Can we talk about how fucking Michinaga big-brained at the end there?
I have to say, like, Michinaga was starting to lose me, but then we discover that he actually never gave a shit about Night the entire time, and I'm like, you know what? Respect.
He's like, my actual friend's fucking dead, and I'm like,
the reasoning behind what you're doing is stupid, moronic, and short-sighted. You are the most tunnel-visioned motherfucker in this entire show, and I don't agree with anything that you're doing, but points for not succumbing to the illusion. Although, like I said last week, I would very much like to see a version of the show where he did.
Yeah. Also, Michinaga, you're supposed to destroy all riders. Does that include yourself?
I was about to say, you keep talking about like wanting to destroy all the riders. Bro, you're a rider.
Yeah. You are the very thing you want to destroy.
He's been a hypocrite the entire fucking show, and that's the core part of why I don't like him.
Or
Jesus Christ, Goggle.
I don't know anything, but does he particularly care about himself?
It hasn't come up.
Like, just looking at his behaviors.
Well, he's half plant, half zombie now.
He is literally turning into a Jamato in order to achieve what he wants done, so I would say that falls well under doesn't care about self.
So he's sacrificing his humanity and stuff.
Yes.
So he no longer even counts himself.
Oh yeah, the previous episode, you know that thick armored form you saw him flying around in at the start of the episode?
Sure.
In order to achieve that form, he cut himself with his own sword.
Yeah. Because you have to damage enough things with the sword to power it up, and he just kept hitting himself with it.
I only watched this one episode and that one clip, and I don't think this person particularly counts himself in the end result of what he's trying to do. I think he's...
Oh no, he's absolutely not going to survive the show.
No.
In fact, there was a time when he almost died, and he was like, I don't give a fuck!
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he cares. I think he just wants to fuck every other rider. And
yes.
He doesn't even count himself.
Especially Geats.
He knows he'll die, but he doesn't count himself among the riders. Like, he'll just fucking he just wants to set fire to some men.
The problem is no one in this show has directly responded to any of his nonsense going, but you are a rider. That should be the immediate question when his wish of destroying all the riders comes up. But no one ever directly asks him that question.
But my point is, I don't think that he has that particular thing of self-preservation that you're assuming that he has anyway. I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares.
Oh no, it's absolutely the case. It just bugs me that like no one is like verbally addressing that aspect.
I love that Ace fucking just shit on Zin. Like, he's like, we're not doing this for fun, you fucking idiot. This is our world. We live in it. We want to keep it alive. And he's like, I'm sorry.
I showed Paul the henshin from 2 episodes ago of all 4 of Zin, Keka, Raccoon, and Beroba. So what did you think about the fucking future riders?
The frog rider.
The griffin, the frog, the card-headed monstrosity, and the giant fucking bull creature.
The giant bull.
I didn't want any of that, Ichi.
No, neither do I.
No, Ichi doesn't.
You could have spared me, man. You could have.
I need you to know what I'm going through.
What the fuck?
All right, so let's see. So I like that now that we're in the Jamato Grand Prix arc, we're getting Jamato Grand Prix recaps. That's a nice touch.
Also, we learned one of the new rules for the JGP. There are no rules.
Yeah.
You can literally betray, do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. It's all fair game.
Which because like do we count this as Buffa betraying Knight by not helping him?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because like when the show, in the early art aspects of the show, back when it was still very much a game, there were points and everything, and if riders fought each other, they would lose points. So anytime Buffa would pick a fight with Geats, there'd be some points lost. So that's why they haven't really had it out for real until these episodes. So Ace prays at the temple and then talks to the kid about how the festival had to be canceled, but of course Ace, being who he is with his quest for his mother, is weak to the plight of parent lamenting children.
And can I just say, for the record, masterful bit of editing and masterful bit of just trying to just be as cliche as possible. Oh man, my mom's in her deathbed and she's real sick, mister.
She's real sick.
She's real fucking sick, mister. I really do want this festival so I can make a wish. Like, I just love that. This is like, they just, the festival's not gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry, this church function's not gonna happen. Oh, my mom's real sick, mister. Oh! Okay, we're going there.
Yeah. And then, of course, Ace, being weak to the plight of children, goes, no, we're going to do the fucking festival, and I'm going to solo all of those motherfuckers.
Which was badass. When you said to me, like, this is, like, one of the most celebrated, like, you know, fighters in this world sort of thing, where they've done a bunch of
They've run games. This game a lot, and he's won everyone he's been in.
Sure, I believed it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a key thing for a Toku series. You need to believe the hype of your protagonist.
Oh yeah.
You have to either believe their potential hype if they're a weenie, or you have to believe their hype if they're like a Tendo. And
that's why I was saying this guy is Reiwa Tendo, because he is the hype and he backs it up.
Mm-hmm. I'm intrigued. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I am intrigued.
It's fun watching him do shit.
Like, I don't try to sell the show to me. It's being sold. Like, just at the same time, yeah, me.
So all of our primary heroic cast decides to help out running the festival, including the surprise return of John, but not Ben. For some reason.
I don't know, but it was nice to see John.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool scene when, like, you know, his other rider friends wanted to come with him, but he was like, no, protect the festival.
You stay here and run the festival. I'm gonna go solo every bad guy we got.
Not run the festival, protect the festival.
That too.
I like Saruri was like, why am I here? And he's like,
what else are you doing?
You're on break.
Your show's on hiatus.
But I do also respect her question of, why am I here? I don't even know this character, but I also understand she's probably not part of the usual posse.
Do you remember Poppy from Exade? She's that kind of... Okay, well, like, when the game is happening, she's the one, like, giving them their missions.
Oh. Oh, okay. So they just fucking usurped their dispatcher, and she was just like, "Wait, what?
You're not doing anything else. Come help us."
Sure, fine.
So apparently, Sparrow's interested in becoming a Jamato at some point. He's like, not now, but some eventually.
For science.
For science.
I love how when Daichi first shows up, Paul immediately goes, "Who is this Slytherin motherfucker?"
Yeah.
A guy we hated, didn't expect for him to fucking, like, we didn't expect to see him again. They just popped up and we were like, but we didn't like you.
But you're supposed to leave.
No one likes that Sparrow.
No one asked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a Sparrow rider, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, his name's Kamen Rider Nadge Sparrow.
NADGE dash Sparrow.
Can you blow that up, please?
Nadge Sparrow.
Why is it Captain Falcon?
The gimmick he uses is a form that belonged to someone
Why
else.
is it Captain Falcon?
That's the buckle he's using is Monster, which initially belonged to a different rider. He doesn't even have his own form.
Until he fucking suicide bombed himself.
Yeah,
that's how he looks
not
like
not by choice. He was
not by choice, but still, it was a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
Poor Hallelujah.
Kinda. That's his entry form.
Paul, we had a character named Hallelujah Win, who's fucking amazing.
He was the pumpkin bear themed Kamen Rider Punk Jack.
Punkujaku.
He was cool.
He was really cool.
He was also evil, but then it turned out he was just like a freeloading scrub.
Yeah, you just need to make some money. Yeah, there he is. Oh,
that's
look
Punk
at that
Jack.
suit.
That's the guy who that form belongs to.
Yeah. Badass.
The bot. You know what? It's got a charm. The hat.
And I should point out, this is the third bear-themed rider in the show.
That looks cool.
That's his entry form.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Up. Too cool.
It's too cool. Take it away.
That needs a different helmet. Like that. Don't waste it on that.
He's a gag.
Awesome.
He's a gag character, so he's like he almost feels like the Oren Pierre Alfonso of the show, kind of.
Hey, Paul's just that meme of like that guy from Top Gear. This is great, but I like this.
Did you watch Kiva?
Bit of it.
You remember Kengo?
Yes.
That's who Punk Jack is.
Oh, okay.
Shiroi, and then fucking Magnum Japan. Magnum Japan is amazing.
All right.
What did they both do?
These are the previous two bear riders, Shiro and Japan.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. That's the school shooter.
Oh.
Yeah. Magnum Japan is fucking awesome.
I retract my statement.
That's the school shooter.
That's a cool outfit.
It's okay, he retired and he had no. So when you retire from the game, when you like lose without dying, your memory of what you desired is gone. So he has no desire to kill humanity anymore.
They surgically removed his genocidal tendencies, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I still say that the outfit's dope?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course. No, he's great. He was the one I was rooting for at the start, and then he died 4 episodes in.
Yeah,
I was like,
you were rooting for the school shooter?
Well, because Paul, we saw the panda. It was a panda rider, and I was immediately hooked. Yeah, there's the shot. There's the shot where he takes the Magnum buckle out.
Lame.
He's not actually a school shooter. We just made it. It's a stupid joke.
And the first one, Shiroi, the polar bear, is played by the blue Kyoryuger.
Okay, he got
dummied immediately.
How serious are you with the school shooter thing?
I mean, they showed him pulling the Magnum buckle out of his bag at school.
Yeah, but it's not like it was an actual gun.
The comparison is there.
Okay, all right.
Watch the episode. You'll understand.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, back to this episode. So,
what did you think?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't
Are you all
watch
done?
the episode.
Oh,
What?
That's why you're not talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there's 3 bear riders. They're making We Bear Bears.
Yeah, We
jokes.
Bear Bears. Tommy showed up in that.
Is that the bears that keep wiping their asses?
No, that's the Charmin Bears.
Those bears.
Yes, Sentai. Boost Mark II is basically Renamon.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
Listen. It's orange.
Oh, okay. So, so yeah, Ace goes to fight the Jamato by himself, and luckily the only ones that come out are Knight and Michi. They totally could have just thrown the whole team at him and he would have been fucked.
Yep.
I love someone said still Smash, and I was like, yeah, it's Renamon. Non-furries are like still Smash.
Renamon was the cornerstone of the furry awakening.
Yes! It's like that, Gadget, and... I don't know, I'm not a furry, so... I don't know what the lineage is, but I know Renamon and Gadget, so...
Yeah.
No, guys. We obviously have a real first furry anime crush we had.
What was
it? Hang on.
Sally Acorn?
No. It was obviously fucking... Wait, upload fail? What do you mean? Oh, because
Maid Marian?
Lola Bunny?
Wow. Anyway, no, it won't let me post it for some reason. But
Because the file size is too big.
No, it said explicit. Anyways, Pixie from Monster Rancher.
Who?
Pixie from Monster Rancher.
From Pixie? Oh, I fucking had a
I
huge
love that
crush on
Discord
Pixie.
will let you upload it.
Actually, don't
Yeah, because she's
remember.
wearing, like, basically nothing.
I don't remember.
Pixie's not even a furry. She's a fucking demon. That's basically human.
I don't remember Pixie. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That-
there you go.
there you
Pixie!
Oh.
Pixie!
That's not a furry. That's straight up humanoid, just with demon
That's
horns and
literally
wings.
just 80s anime with demons.
That's like 80s glam rock icon.
You people
Well,
are sheltered.
I had a crush on her as a kid, so meh.
Well, look at her. She's got a boob window.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you any sort of dash E at the end.
Fuck any feelings Genki had for Holly. He had feelings for fucking Pixie.
I'm calling them dash E's now.
Why does that sound like it's a
Furry,
pony term?
furry, scaly things like that. I'm calling them dash E's. Dashy's gonna sue me.
I was like, how do I make a Dashy joke? What up? It's Dashy. Dashy is a YouTuber that we watch.
I'm pretty sure.
Ichi and I will always remember when like he was watching Monster Rancher and he screenshotted the shot of fucking Golem falling into the fucking water.
Oh, I felt so bad.
It was so sad. Oh, poor guy.
Well, yeah, because that's basically death for him. He's weak to water.
It's just Artax from the Neverending Story.
See,
Yeah.
I love Monster Rancher so much, but when you call the main villain Moo, I can't take it seriously.
Well, that's because it's from Mugen, which is like the Japanese word for infinite.
I know.
All right. Anyways, we need to get back on topic. We're tangenting
Boost
like
Mark
no
2.
business. So yeah. So Ace, after getting his shit rocked by fucking Buffa and Knight, holds up his boost buckle to the sky, and apparently activates the long set up wishes of 4 previous aces, who then bestow through time and space their boost buckles to him.
Was that what that was?
Okay, so I think what we're meant to interpret from that is that those were Ace's ancestors from previous time periods that also had DGPs. I think this links back to my theory that Ace eventually gains time travel abilities and prepared all of this himself. I'm pretty sure that all of these other aces that we see on the 4 wish cards are just him under different aliases through time.
Oh my god.
May
Paul.
offer a quick
Hold on, Paul.
hypothesis?
Paul, yeah, Layden wants to mention something to you.
Sure.
Paul. Ace is a fucking
Paul.
immortal. He's a Highlander.
Lane says Ace is Highlander.
Sure.
And your headphones stop working?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you get that under control.
Yeah, 1 second.
So yeah, that is my theory with Ace, and that ties back into the whole thing where we saw the flashback of him getting, quote unquote, getting his powers while he was in high school during the recap episode. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that this is all just Ace being super like god tier prepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, we get the debut of Boost Form Mark II, And while it's not something I would call a design that I like, I think objectively it is a very, very cool suit. It's not an aesthetic that I like, but I appreciate how objectively good it is. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm with you there. Like it's not my jam. Like Command is still unbeaten for me. But it is a dope ass suit. It is very fitting to Ace and Geats specifically.
I just think the one flaw in that suit is the fact that there are boosts coming out of the back of his head, because that's one surefire way to snap your own neck.
But like, yeah, I saw him summon like these 4 other boost buckles, and I'm like, no fucking way. And then they all just turn into the Mark II, and I was like, it's made out of 5 boost buckles. That's disgusting.
So why is it Mark II and not Mark V?
I don't know.
So you know what this means, right? So now he's had his form based on 1 tail. He's had this form based on 5 tails. So absolutely his final form is going to be 9 tails.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it's not even debatable at this point.
ETB, Gobi, QB? Oh.
Yeah, 1 tail, 5 tail, 9 tail.
Okay.
And then what's neat about this form is the revolve function of the Desire Driver actually has another purpose here. He revolves it to the leg slide, and that shifts him into beast mode, or as everyone in our Discord server has been saying, into geast mode.
Like, I saw him do the revolve on, and I'm like, but it's a fully completed suit already. And then he just turns into the fox. I was like, oh.
You know what? I'm not even mad at it. This is like this show's equivalent of fucking King Lion Senki, where Blades turned into the lion, which I hated. But like, I think it kind of works here.
Yeah.
It also sort of starts reminding me of Digimon Frontier, where all of the main characters had human spirit form and beast spirit form.
Yeah.
Like, before was Agnimon, and this is Veritramon. Paul, you got your headset working?
No, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Did you charge it?
No, it's working. Like, it's at 100%. Like, for some reason, my phone's just not connected.
So try switching the audio source to speaker and then back to headset. Alright, so you work on that. So yeah, I will say, even though I am not a huge fan of the boost suit, it absolutely maximizes the goddamn debut illness, because the fight is awesome.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to read. So, reincarnation of mind will steal his resolve to protect the world someday. Grant him the power to realize it.
Yeah, so these are all from
Ace Garfield, Yakumo Asu, and Ace Lee.
Yeah, and one of them is just A. So, like, they want us to think that these are Ace's ancestors, but I'm pretty sure it's just Ace himself under different aliases.
Yeah, no, that's totally within his character, and I hope that is it, because fucking Ace is goated, man.
Right?
So badass.
We've already seen him solve his own amnesia.
Like, we already had Moi Moi Taro. Now fucking Ace.
Ukyo
like,
Ace.
Yeah, Ukyo Ace.
He is truly star of the stars of the stars.
Oh, and also Nago and fucking K-Wo were in this.
They lost the battle and then were bandaged up and helped at the festival.
Yeah, fucking Nago got her ass kicked by a fucking Taiko Jamato. Like, she tried to hit him. He like moved away in time, like in sync with his drumming, and then he just went back to drumming.
It's so hilarious that Nago, the beat form rider, lost to a drumming Jamato.
Yeah.
She lost the beat.
Yep. I love Taiko drums. They're so cool.
7 in our chat. Now he's the star of the star of the star of the stars.
Just gotta keep that on repeat. Just star, the star, the star, the star, the star, the star.
Yep.
I you know what I really hope, and this would be so fucking badass. now that we know, like, we have the theory possibility that, like, he's just gone back in time. What if we just get, like, several aces from different points in time show up, and then they just all fucking team up on whoever the final villain is?
That's back when back right before the DGP was going, right as the DGP was going on hiatus, right before the recap episode. That's honestly where I thought we were going. I thought we were going to start seeing other DGPs throughout time.
You know what it's going to be? You know what it's going to be? Gar's going to agree with me on this one. It'll be like that fucking moment with Geats where he, like, got all of his other versions of himself, all of his different other forms.
You mean the thing Deno also did?
Yeah, just that, but with Geats.
Paul is now raising his hand.
I have no context or anything. This might be entirely wrong.
That's fine, make a guess. I always like different perspectives.
But what if there have been... What's the guy's name?
The main character?
Yeah.
Ace?
What if there have been many different Aces? Not just, like, different copies of him doing a different save file. But what if we find out as a twist that Ace is, like, the name given to the next best player? What if there have been different Aces? Like, different people who have been Aces, and these are their compound...
It could be that. I think that is what they want you to take away from the shot where they show the different Ace wish cards.
What if it's, like, one for all?
Oh, where the power of being Ace is just passed down?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Not impossible.
I don't have...
I understand you're operating from a one-episode perspective. And these are not terrible theories.
Yeah. But what if it is like a one-for-all kind of situation where, like, he's not the first person to be Ace?
That would be interesting, considering that the mother of his that he's chasing definitely seems to be someone magical. Probably this goddess of creation that the DGP
Of course
uses.
it is!
So,
if it isn't that, I'm going to be genuinely shocked.
Right?
Like,
she used to be a navigator of the DGP, and then she fucked off and then was turned into the goddess. That's probably what happened.
That's just the conclusion that I reached from seeing different oh my god, different versions of the thing that he uses that are multiple things. And I'm just like, okay, so maybe there have been multiple people to hold his title. Or, like, his name.
That would be interesting if it ended up like that.
I wouldn't...
If they were just actually completely different people that were also the title of Ace.
Like, what if he only thinks he's played this game that many times?
There is an element of memory fuckery going on in this show.
What if he only thinks he's played this game that many times, and every subsequent memory that he's had previous to this is another person's playthrough?
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to wait until we see more, but I'm always happy with more theories on the table.
John Toei, if you're listening, change your show.
Be less predictable.
Do what I'm telling you to do. Make us famous. You fuck.
Make us all.
Again, because God knows we've guessed plenty of shit on this show.
John Toei, whatever you're doing, fuck it. Do that.
Do what I said.
Yeah, exactly. Do what I said.
All right.
I'm smarter than you.
So, of course, even though there's no logical reason for it to happen, the kid steals the bell from the dressed up Oni, and immediately his mother is there completely well again.
Only reinforcing the idea of she was never sick to begin with. That woman was never...
Paul and Sel were watching the episode and they were like, the mom's faking it!
No! This was all just a fucking lesson to be taught to the kid to just do what you gotta do and not be in that...
She put herself in the hospital, lied about being sick, just to teach her son a lesson about self-confidence.
She literally utilized the healthcare system of Japan to get herself a hospital bed.
No.
And she was like, I'm dying, son.
No.
Go out and get this bell and stop being a fucking wuss.
No, that's not it.
Because that was too fucking quick.
No.
And you're not allowed to tell me otherwise.
She's secretly fucking the temple priest.
Second he did it, like he had the bell in his hand, and
it
was there to be like, you did it, son.
It was suspiciously immediate that she showed up.
This is a scam. This was some poor parenting at its finest.
Listen. She needed just a simple operation, but it just cost a lot of fucking money. Ace just quickly gave the money so she could have the quick operation. She was
that's what Ace did with Ginpen's kid.
Why get an operation when you can just rent out a hospital bed for a little bit?
The funny thing is, if it was what Lane said about Ace paying for the surgery or the hospital or whatever, it wouldn't even be the first time in the show that happened. There was a player who died in the first round who was like, but my son is dying! And then Ace paid for the surgery.
And then we came to the realization that if he retired instead of died, he would lose the desire to save his son.
Yep.
See, I've always, throughout the entire episode, I was just like, oh man, how's he gonna cure his mom's plottitis? Oh man, she's
plottitis. My one regret is that I have plottitis.
But then at the very end, with just how quickly that happened, I was like, no, she's faking it.
That's some bullshit.
So anyways, Neeron or whatever the fuck his name is, like, he obviously knows more than he's letting on, and even Nago's dad's like, the fuck you not telling us? And he's like, fuck you.
I don't have to tell you shit.
Yeah, no, I'll give this guy mad points for just not, breaking. He's like, no, fuck you. I don't have to tell you shit.
We're talking about the guy who you called Kaiba.
No, I'm laughing about the fact that they're just like, can someone please put my, caster helmet over Charlie Day from the Pepe Sylvia meme?
Him in front of the chalkboard.
Absolutely. It's just an evolution.
And then instead of Pepe Silva, I just write, this bitch faking.
What if Ace is just a name given to someone?
What if Ace isn't a name?
No, what if Ace is a role?
How have we not made an Ace Ventura joke yet?
I don't know.
It's Ventura for Ace.
All right.
Therefore.
So anyway, next episode, it looks like they're going to have a Sengoku-themed game.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Speaking of
a lot of Japanese stuff we'll not get.
Speaking of seeing other time periods, we're just gonna pretend instead.
I might get it.
Yep.
But I don't know.
That's what you said about Revice, so I'm not holding my breath.
I actually legit thought we were gonna go through timelines in this fucking show.
That's what I thought when we were doing the recap episode, but no.
No.
All right, so yes, very cool episode.
Yeah.
I will say that I don't know how much I mentioned it last week, but Geats is sort of hitting that mid-season lull where it's all right, but it's not the greatest. Ever since the Disaster and JGP arcs started, the show has kind of slid a little bit down. But I'm sure the show will get good again.
I mean, I'm impressed. I like what I saw.
Imagine how better it will be when you have full context.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I wasn't not impressed with what I saw. I thought it seemed well built, and I like a suit.
Yeah.
Well, a rider. The rest of the
Ace's suit. Ace's suit.
I liked the zombie one.
Look at Ace's suit. Yeesh.
Did you have the same dream with the funny girl talking backwards?
He's just trying to flatter me with a Twin Peaks reference.
It's the only Twin Peaks reference I've ever known.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Favorite show.
Whatever they say to transform.
Ogai Buso.
Ogai Buso. So Ichi.
Uh-huh.
I wanna make an apology to you.
Uh-huh.
What I have said about Yanma in last week's episode, I am sorry. I take it back.
You know what? You know what? That's not good enough. I need you to bow and formally apologize.
I'm currently reclined in my chair, but I'll do my best. I am sorry for dissing Yanma Gast.
That's
or
right.
Gust, whatever the fuck his name is.
I think it's Gast.
Okay. But yeah, no, this episode proved to me that like he's not really a dick. He has standards.
Can I just say to you right now?
Hurry up, I can't hold it back much longer.
I would have respected him a lot more if he had said in the middle of that sentence, "Fucking I don't acknowledge anyone." Just like Yanma Gast.
So, Ichi, how much did you enjoy this episode? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I really liked it too.
So much blue everywhere, so much technology.
What a fucking badass!
I also liked it.
Oh my god!
I wasn't able to be here last week because of some really bad snowfall that was happening. But I wanted to because I wanted to talk about how much I really liked King Sentai Kingohger.
That's literally what it is.
I never stop laughing at the fact that that's what it is. But also, I really fucking like what they're doing here.
So Ichi, can we have this like stated on like audio, just for record, that you could probably say that Tombo Oger is your favorite blue?
Tombo Oger is my favorite Blue Ranger.
There we go.
This man managed to capture my heart in basically 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, not basically, literally 2 episodes.
I'm
there
sad.
We go.
Holy fucking shit!
I'm sad that there isn't a Green Ranger.
Maybe there'll be one later.
I feel like we're gonna get a stock henshin sequence once all 5 of them are together. Definitely.
As always, I have some nitpicks, but oh my fucking god, I've actually watched this episode 5 times in the past week.
Jesus Christ! I watched it this morning.
I really like the suits. The suits are really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the protagonist has really good ideals, but has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. I love the fact that he just his heart's in the right place,
but he has no fucking clue how to do it.
He hates oppression. And he hates rulers that would trivialize the people that they are responsible for. I respect that.
I liked too that
this boy has no idea what he's talking about.
I like that Gira was like, yeah, my king is a fucking asshole, blah blah blah, and Yama's just like,
I know.
Fucking duh.
Yes,
he's always been a piece of shit.
I've had to be on a Sentai team with him forever.
They never actually fought together.
I know. I was just more joking. But at the same time, it's like I've had to deal with him politically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still stand by what I said last episode. I really like King Rackley's, and I want to see more of this guy.
But
we absolutely are.
But here's the thing.
I can't wait.
What's the Red Ranger's name?
Gira.
Gira. Okay, so what I like about him, and I want to see where this goes. He was pretty much devoted to the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Up until the point where the actual person that he worshipped more than anyone else told him, "What? No, that's stupid. Fire the lasers." And he was like, "Nani the fuck," and basically said, he basically snapped, and he was like, "No, I oppose everything that this represents. I am walking out into the world, and I am ruining the entire world that could possibly have created this." But then he meets the Blue Ranger. And
he puts everything into context.
Yes. But what I love most about this Red Ranger, and I figured this out today, I couldn't put my finger on it, But like I just said there, my favorite thing about this Red Ranger is the fact that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Right? He's such a clueless nerd, and I love it.
He has no experience in any of this. He thinks he can walk up to fucking kings and queens and talk to them about how politics should
This is literally what happens when a theater kid tries to get into politics.
Yeah, it's like a theater kid saying, I played Macbeth. I understand how dictatorships work.
I know how to rule people.
Yeah. Or like, I played Richard III or something. No, it is
King Lear.
It is literally someone who only just learned life wasn't fair. It is someone who just learned that life wasn't fair, walking up to politicians and saying, "Don't you know life isn't fair?
You shouldn't be oppressing us."
Also, I really loved Yanma's fucking assistant. He's so funny.
Shiokara is such a dork, and I love him.
So fucking funny.
But the other part, like the part 2 of what I like about him, is the fact that his heart is in the right place.
Yeah.
He's not, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, but that doesn't mean that he isn't right in some place.
No, okay.
Like,
so
he's got the right idea.
No, but what I've understand from Gear's point of view is that he's King Rackley's whatever. What he does, he thinks is good. So Gira wants to do the opposite of what he thinks is good. So he's like, I'm going to be evil towards you because you think you're a good guy when you're not.
It's not a case of Rackley's thinks what he's doing is good. It's just, I'm the king and I'll do what I want, and what I want is justice because I'm the king, regardless of how objectively morally good it is, and you just have to fucking deal with it. And Gira goes, no, if you're changing the definition of justice, then I'm changing the definition of evil to oppose you, because fuck you.
Exactly, and I love that.
Right?
That is a great approach to a character,
right?
Especially a Red Ranger.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love the fact that he only just learned life isn't fair, politics sucks, and, like, you know, the world is fiddle-faddle-foo. And he's walking up to a king, and he's saying, no, I know better than you. And then he's like, wait, do I? Crap.
You mean you don't fit my ideal of what a king should be?
Yeah, exactly, because he's making things up as he goes.
Yeah.
And I love that.
He's like a Disney character straddling through, like, skipping through the forest and then walked out into the real world.
Well, of course I know what I'm talking about. I'm the Tyrant King. Yeah, okay,
Arrest him.
But no!
Off with his head.
And then stuff happens, and he's like, oh, well, this guy...
I'm looking forward to him.
Alright, let's get into this episode. So, I actually really enjoy that we have this narrator recapping the episode, but he's, like, also, like, being shocked by it as he's reading it. Like, oh, wow, he did that? I almost want to hope that the narrator is actually a character that we might meet later.
Can you imagine if all of this is the Red Ranger telling the story to his kids at the end? Like, this is like a How I Met Your Mother of his story of how he became the king of everything.
Could be. I don't know.
Put a bookmark in that. Tell me if that's what... Tell me if that's where it is at the end of the show.
Does someone have a picture of King Rackley's, like, sitting down with, like, his other sword next to him?
Oh, from the preview?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
So Paul apparently the King Rackley's, he's gonna be like a Kingohger, like the red one, but he's gonna be silver. So
yeah, he's gonna be like a gray copy of the Red Ranger.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Not gonna lie.
With his own modded version of the sword with less boppets.
Lane, how much of this has to do with your love of the Empire from Star Wars?
I mean, you know what? Now that you've brought it up, that's probably why. Because this guy's such a fucking dick and an asshole, and he's just so, like, up his ass about how he wants to rule people, and I'm just like, I'm fascinated by this man, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, there's the plushie.
I want to see where this character goes.
I just love the soft fascism.
There's a quote.
Not from me. I was
Run with
worried.
the Empire! Anyways, moving on.
I think the most interesting part of Radcliffe's establishing himself as a villain in this show is this is a Sentai where we actually have two different antagonist factions.
I mean, Paul, the Imperial March is in my top 5 favorite songs of all time.
I know.
All right.
I fucking love that song.
First nitpick of this episode. It's episode 2 and we still don't have the opening, which immediately tells me that we're not going to get it until the team is assembled.
What if we just don't have an opening this year?
But we know what that sounds like. They put the song out, so we know it exists.
That doesn't matter. Dawn Brothers had an ending theme, but we didn't get an ending.
They did play it in the fucking
How
episode.
mind-blowing would it be if we did not get an opening for this show?
That would be a fucking sin.
Wow. It's possible, man.
Sentai in our Discord is saying that it will be in episode 3. I thought it would be really interesting if they held off on both the proper opening and the actual stock henshin sequence until the full 5 team members are assembled.
Yeah,
because that seems to be what they're going for. And that's my next nitpick. Episode 2, still no stock henshins. Angry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Yanma shows up in the God Tombo. Okay, so one other thing that's been a point of contention is it Tombo with an M or Tonbo with an N? Because I've heard both, and it seems to be a senpai kind of thing where both may be correct, and I really don't like that.
Because that's not the Japanese word for dragonfly, right? It's Yanma, right?
I think they both are.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, why the fuck isn't he called Yanma Oger?
Well, his name is Yanma.
Yeah.
No, but then I feel like they could have called him Tonbo Gast or something.
Anyway, yeah, that's the thing that we'll have to hammer out. But anyway, so he shows up and kidnaps Gira and takes him far away. And as we're traveling between countries, we see Yanma drinking some sort of product placement drink.
It's beer. He had himself a beer.
Is it? I don't know. It looks like a.
No,
it looks like
I think
Coke.
I think it's like a it's like an energy drink or something.
The label looks like Coke.
Yeah, it does. It's glass.
But yeah,
bottle Coke.
I gotta say, the city was really impressive to see.
You mean Cyberpunk Wakanda?
They are in Cyberpunk Wakanda.
They go through a mountain and suddenly they're in the fucking Cyberpunk city, and I'm like, it's Cyber Wakanda!
Even though there were times where you could easily tell they were in front of a fucking green screen, there were some good shots where it looked really impressive. No, but it was a lot obvious in this one.
Let's use the proper terminology. They're LED screens now.
Lane?
Yeah.
Lane? In Toku? Never.
So anyway, welcome to Neo Tokyo.
Never happened.
So we get introduced to Yanma's retainer, the panicky Shiokara, as well as the cyberpunk-ass citizens of his kingdom. The 3 main ones are, hold on, I have their names written down. Usuba is the one with the pompadour, Mayuta is the one with the glasses, and Aka is the girl.
Do you know what I was actually getting? I was getting Blade Runner vibes from the city and stuff like that, the giant holograms and the big billboards. It just reminded me of Blade Runner.
It was really cool. You see ads for shit, and people just click on them and they just get the shit right away.
They get new headphones. Yeah, no, it's holy shit.
Do you know what I got? A little bit more cyberpunky Futurama.
Oh yeah, Futurama would probably be accurate too.
He has the dream about the underwear.
I feel like funny shit happens here,
probably,
but it's also cool and cyberpunky.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's how I would describe it. It's it's like a cyberpunky Futurama, and I also would like to state that I love the fact that everyone in the city is in the same way connected to him. It kind of feels like everyone in the city played a part in what happened here.
Oh yeah, the dynamic that Yanma has with his
boss.
people. They call him President Socho.
Yeah, exactly. And Can I just jump forward a little bit and just talk about that scene?
I know what you're talking about.
And it goes towards what I was talking about before. I feel like our Red Ranger is going to be learning a little something every time he hangs out with each of the Rangers. And I loved the scene when, like, you know, he was like, how could you treat your people like this? All you rulers are the same, blah, 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 blah. And then everyone in the town kind of explodes when when the guy goes, no, I'm not going to bow to you. I'm going to... Everyone just goes, yes! Yes!
That's our boss!
Our boss! Yes! We knew it! Sort of thing. And I loved that. I love that because it shows him that moment where it's like, no, people can believe in their monarch. People can believe in their leader.
It's not even just monarch, as he says at the end of the episode. They have surpassed borders of king and countryman. They are literally like a fucking Kenka Bancho and like his literally he says Nakama, his comrades.
The situation has gone beyond a kingdom.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even regard himself that way, too. They've evolved...
That's why he keeps insisting they call him president.
They've evolved beyond a kingdom and become a democracy.
I don't know if I'd even say democracy, because Yanma is pretty like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want, and you just have to accept it.
He does seem to be willing to listen to them as long as they can beat him in a hacker battle.
The fucking hacking battle scene! Oh my god, I love that shit! Despite the fact that none of their laptops have characters or letters written on their keyboards.
No, they don't need it in that
Nitpick number 3.
It was the South Park equivalent of
yeah, it's like a psychic battle. That was the vibe I got. Stay back, Mom. We're having a psychic battle in our minds.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
get that shit out of here.
I am assuming that this is how Yanma fought his way to the top of the kingdom.
He's the best at the shit.
He is literally the Kenka Bancho of hacker nerds. It's so fucking awesome.
He's the best at putting on a pair of sunglasses, typing on 2 keyboards at once. I'm in. He's the best at saying, I'm in.
The world's first double hack.
Oh, you know what we need? We need the thumbnail to be like that gif of like that kid like in front of the computer. He does like the thumbs up, but just with like Yama's face over it.
Oh god, there's so much to do.
That's land goggle.
Yeah. So it's from the first episode, I assumed that Yanma was only referring specifically to Kaguragi as Sukapon Tanuki, like the slimy Tanuki insult. But apparently he just calls everyone he hates that.
Yeah. I like Tanukis. Fuck you.
The scene in his throne room chamber, whatever you want to call it, was interesting. So we see that he has the technology to like slide across the sensor on his finger and activate the stereo in his like lab office throne room. And then we also see this shot of this like old and busted looking CD, and when he activates the music, you see him like sit there and like chill in it for a little bit. There's absolutely some backstory here that we are going to get over the course of the show.
Oh, absolutely.
The thought that I'm putting out there is previous ruler of the country, former best friend, created that music, died tragically.
Oh.
All of my hypotheses have just been based on one episode, so I don't know.
Well, you watched the first episode. These 2 episodes are the only ones that are out.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking about the previous one. Sorry, you were talking about which?
I was talking about Yanma, and like the shot where he's like activates the music as they're going into his throne room, and he just like sits and like absorbs the music for a sec.
Oh,
and then you see the shot of the like broken CD case. There's some fucked up tragic backstory there.
No, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff. You know what? I'm going to say this right now. I do think that Yanma is still someone of privilege. I still think that he's.
But he fought and earned that privilege.
No, yeah, I think he's of some sort of noble lineage.
Could be.
I do think so.
That would help to explain how he became so good at the hacking game or whatever.
But he is also someone who has managed to win the hearts of his people.
Absolutely.
Like, he doesn't have to be some nobody from the streets. Or I do believe from the way that they're portraying him that he did come from some sort of...
It definitely feels like a started from the bottom, now I'm here kind of story.
I don't think he started from the bottom. I think he respects the people who started and represents the people who started from the bottom.
I think him being from the bottom at some point would help to explain that. Like, he knows because he's been there.
It's not necessary, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I do.
Just one of many potential paths we could go down.
The point that I was trying to make was I think he comes from privilege. That's just me.
Could be.
But I do also believe that he is on the side of the other side. You know, the started from the bottom side.
Yeah. Yeah, like, every shot I see of Nkosopa is gorgeous. This city is fucking beautiful.
And can I also say, as a South Park fan, I haven't been calling it Nkosopa. I've been calling it Sodosopa.
The idea with the name is it's Pasokon, but with the characters flipped in reverse.
Whereas Sodosopa is a gentrificated
South Park
acronym. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what next? What have we not talked about? Okay, so Gira and Yanma's conversation in the throne room. Gira's like, bring me back so I can deal with Rackley's, and Yanma goes, fuck that. And Gira proceeds to threaten him to use the Megazord to destroy the palace. And Yanma goes, fucking bet. Do it. You won't, bitch.
Yep.
And this goes right into what I was saying last week, how Yanma has godlike insight because he immediately sees through all of Gira's bullshit villain act.
Yeah.
No, he's the Shikamaru of this.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, he's the Shikamaru. I'm calling it on that one. Like, he's the strategist. He's the smart one. He's the one. But he's got a surprising amount of emotional intelligence.
Yes.
He's the Sokka. He's the Shikamaru. He's the planner, but he's also the one you can trust more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like
I said in the first episode, he was the only one to see immediately that Rackles was full of shit. Everyone else was like, yeah, we'll fucking do the alliance thing. And Yanma was like, why are we letting this guy lead? He's clearly not right for the job.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, I just have it in the back of my head that he comes from money. But that's just my judgment of his character just by seeing all the information that doesn't point to that. But I don't know. Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah. So then Bugnarok starts attacking the people, and we go back.
We just remembered Bugnarok is attacking.
Oh yeah, Bugnarok, the other villains.
Yeah, exactly. Throughout the entire thing, it's just like we're dealing with it. Oh right, those guys.
Yeah, I like that our main villain's name is Desnarok the Eighth.
It's Deathnarok, depending on the sub you watch.
Oh, okay.
Deathnarok the Eighth. And Kame Jim, or I'm just gonna call him Jim for short.
What voice my fucking Urahara?
And Sieg from Den-O.
I want there to be a Deathnarok family. Like, I want...
Yeah, if he's like the 8th, do we get to meet the first 7?
I want the legacy of the Deathnaroks.
Jimmy!
Oh, come here, Jimothy. Jimothy.
Kame Jimothy?
Yeah.
Come to me, Jimothy. You will be even like all Deathnaroks.
and then we discover that our big bad Deathnarok has gross and powerful tentacles.
Yep.
And I don't like it.
I'm fine with it.
It's whatever.
Like, I read Lovecraft,
typical
so it's fine.
things.
Oh, man. And then before they show up, we get this fight scene with the Mooks. And Gira confuses me when it comes to his fighting, because, like, he sees Yanma pull out his king's weapon and start fighting with it, and like, what they weirdly choose to not show them transforming the weapon between its modes, but then we see Tombo shooting it in its gun mode, and then Gira, instead of using his own, he steals the Yanma's king's weapon and again transforms it into the sword without us seeing it on camera. And then so he didn't know that he had his own king's weapon, but he somehow knows that it can combine with his Oger caliber. And then just starts fighting with it in Naginata mode.
They're actually called Oger calibers. That's cool.
The sword that they transform with is called the Oger caliber, and then
awesome.
the shield weapon, which transforms into a different thing for each ranger, is called the King's weapon.
It's just gonna be one toy, right?
No, they're two separate toys, but you can buy them in a 2-pack.
Okay. What are the trinkets?
They don't have trinkets this season.
Oh, so
it's literally just the Bop It shit on the sword.
It's the Bop It that you start with.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just, that's what I was asking. It's one toy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Oger caliber is one toy.
Yes.
There's no trinkets.
Correct. Okay. Which I'm kind of sad about, because I would have loved for this to be a gimmick season.
I'm kind of here for it.
Instead, we're just going to get a bunch of auxiliary Zords, I guess.
No, I'm kind of here for it.
And that's fine. Everyone has their preference.
I like that Yama's assistant came in. He's like, I got the pill bug!
Yeah, Shiokara shows up with the pill bug during the Megazord fight, and we already get our first auxiliary Zord, but we'll get to that in a sec. Okay, so yeah, it turns out that Death Narok and their objective is not just to destroy mankind. Apparently, they want to take the Zords for themselves.
Yeah,
they refer to the Shoe Gods as Earth's treasures.
I mean, they're bugs. The Zords are bugs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting? Okay.
Evil Zords?
No. What if the Bugnarok, and bear with me here, what if the Bugnarok are the original sentient creatures of this planet?
I was kind of thinking that you were leading to what if the Zords originally belonged to the Bugnarok?
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
And the humans just like commandeered them?
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
Like, their kingdoms...
That could absolutely be a thing.
Their kingdoms are built on how they beat the Bugnarok back then and usurped their shit.
That could definitely be a thing. I like that.
Wouldn't that be fascinating? John Toei! What if the Bugnaroks?
It's you say that as if Toei's not watching our videos. I have actual proof that they are now.
Really?
Because I tried to upload a video of me watching to and reacting to this episode of Kingohger last weekend, and I not only got immediately copyright zapped by Toei for doing so, I submitted a counterclaim and they doubled down on it, saying, no, we reviewed your video and you are in fact copyright zapping us. So I actually have a strike on the fucking Castranger channel because I tried to do a reaction video to Kingohger, even though I've seen lots of other channels do the same thing and their videos get to stay up. What the fuck, Toei?
You didn't hide the footage well enough.
I put it into a small corner in the screen. I put a blue filter over the footage. I removed all of the sound of the episode. Other videos did not remove the sound. What's my excuse?
Did you watch the entire thing?
No, I cut it out. I only left in the parts I was talking over.
Ichi, I'm with you on this. We're thinking too hard on this, and they're figuring out our shit.
We can't let them reveal our secrets.
Yes. No, but you heard it here first, everyone.
We now have undeniable proof that Toei has in fact watched a Castranger video.
Yes.
Technically.
I was more saying we have undeniable proof that I'm right.
Also that.
There's that.
I choose to be optimistic about it.
If we're gonna be having a Kingohger, if they declare a hiatus for a little bit, if a break or something, some shit happened, we gotta pull back. That's how we know that I figured out their entire show.
Shit, we gotta redo this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that'd be awesome.
So the other fun part about the conversation between Gira and Yanma is as the conversation starts heating up, they start like really getting in each other's faces, like inside personal space bubble close. And of course, you know, immediately the shippers have latched right onto that.
Show me. Amazing.
I am so excited to see the dynamic between these two characters for the rest of the show.
It'll be very interesting, that's for sure.
I see, like I said, I see it as Shikamaru and Naruto.
Who also fucked.
In the dojins.
Yeah.
We
take those.
Like, Naruto didn't know what he was doing. He didn't understand how to be Hokage, but Shikamaru is smarter than him. And I think that they're just...
Naruto wanted to be Hokage and Gira's trying to be king.
Yeah.
God damn it!
It's just Naruto.
No!
It's fine. It's good. Naruto's good.
You ruined it!
Listen, Naruto's good. Shut up. He just went to the village hidden in the CPU.
Meanwhile, we're paired with a fox-themed rider who's about to get a 9-tail-themed power plater.
I know, shut up. It's fine. It's fine. Naruto's good.
It's good, it's fine, it's good, it's fine, it's good!
No, Naruto's good. You can shut up. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna have a sore throat in the morning. Don't take that out of context.
This is why I shouldn't be on here.
This is why I love you being on here.
This is why I shouldn't be on here. You get a sore throat every time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they show up, so somehow Rackley's like hijacks the video feed. Rackley's. Oh, he's Rackley!
Yeah!
Damn it!
No!
You've infected me now!
Like, we just finished talking, like, so Rackley!
So Rackless somehow fucking hijacks one of Enkosopa's blimps and demands that Yanma surrender Gira and apologize. So they show up to this meeting with Gira like tied up in this funny ass glowing wire shit.
Literally just like a couple of a wire that they just bent around him, and it's just got some LEDs.
It's just offshoot from the glow stick factory next door.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Yanma attempts to do the formal apology, but at the last second he decides, nope, fuck this.
Yeah, I actually thought he was gonna do it, and then he was like, no, fuck you. And
I
I'm like,
knew he wasn't gonna do it.
No, because he's Shikamaru, and that's his Nindo, his ninja way.
His Kingdo.
It's his Kingdo.
Dad Kingdo way.
You too.
Dad Kingdo.
It's his Kingja way.
It's my royal way.
That's the Oger way.
The Oger way.
It's just someone.
Now you just gotta put Naruto headbands on everyone. You just gotta put Naruto headbands on everybody.
No.
Yep. Do it.
Oh God.
I love you. I love you. Who's doing that? Please do it.
His name is Goruto.
Goruto.
So yeah, Yanma tells everyone to fuck off, and then all of the people of the country scream out, and Gira assumes it is of anger, but no, it is of pride. And that is an amazing scene. And that's where they cue the theme song.
That's what I was talking about before. When everyone was just... When all the Who's down in Whoville, the Grinch thought they'd be sad. Why those Who's down in Whoville, those Who's were glad. He puzzled and puzzed till his puzzler was sore.
and then Yellow kidnaps them.
Well, we haven't even gotten to the battle in this episode.
It was cool, but like we shouldn't go too much farther because we.
Okay, there's a few things I need to address. I would like to remind everyone this is episode 2 of a 50-ish episode Sentai. And in episode 2, they have chosen to abandon the gimmick of their henshin item because both Gira and Yanma, in the second fight of the episode, skip the full Boppet sequence and just 1-2 and were henshined.
Yep.
That is the funniest shit I've ever seen. How much faith do you have in your own stupid Boppet-ass henshin mechanics when you give up on it an episode and a half into your year-long show?
I was comparing it to the Quasar Sabers because they're all the same saber. It's just who's using it.
That's not the question. It's the issue of there is a like 6-part sequence to activate the morphing sequence on this thing, and they chose to skip steps 2 through 5 for the sake of levity. You think if you're trying to market this toy for children, whom you want to be playing with all of the things on your toy, you maybe want to wait longer than 2 episodes before you go, nah, you don't have to do all that shit. Just do the 1, 2, and you're done.
What if the toy connects to your phone and you can update it?
No, not these ones, but there was a version of the Seiken sword driver from Saber that actually had an SD card slot that you could update sounds on.
Okay.
So maybe in the future.
Maybe they'll release like little additives that you can...
Well, I mean, I don't think that's even necessary because what I described, what they did in the show where they just do the 1, 2 in their henshin, you can do that on the toy. You don't have to do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and no gai buzo. You can just do the ranger I want and then pull the red horn and you're done.
Okay.
Yep.
It's so fucking funny how they made a morphing sequence that you can skip.
Okay, can I just say this right now? I mean, I've been saying this, and I know other people have been saying this, but the way that Rider and Sentai have been going is, let's sell a bunch of toys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sell a bunch of trinkets and like a big toy to go with it. Can we not complain about the fact that they're selling one complete toy?
I think it's fine. I may not agree with the concept of a boppet attached to a sword, but like, I love all the sounds.
It's fine.
I love all of the sounds. The standby chimes, the individual when you hit the boppets, the sounds are all cool. I just disagree with the concept of a boppet sword.
I don't. I think it's fine. Like,
I don't mind it.
It really doesn't not work.
Sure, but the sincerity and credibility behind wanting to accept it is kind of down the toilet when it includes the ability to skip itself.
Okay, but like, okay, so let's say further on in the show, they start getting into some, again, Avatar The Last Airbender shit, where it's like they start talking into the lineages of the people who have used the powers before.
Uh-huh.
And what if we find out that these sabers, like, you know, originally they started with just one power, and like you can just have, like, the team is that complete. Like, originally it was supposed to be like unified like that.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, what if these are the end result of several journeys of these characters?
Well, the issue is all 5 of these calibers have to exist at the same time as far back as the history goes.
No, I know that, but like, why though? Why are all the 5 powers on all 5 swords? Like,
that is the problem.
That's what I'm trying to explain. That's what I'm trying to give a hypothesis.
And this ties into my disdain for there being a lack of gimmicks for this season. They could have easily made a sword with a slot and 5 different insect gimmicks, and you choose the one you want and put that in the sword.
What if all of this, this whole world that they're building that's so varied and so visually eye-popping and stuff, is all the end result of one ancient Bugnarok D&D party?
Now we're getting way out there.
And now you think I'm joking, but I'm not. Think about it.
Okay, well, anyways, let's wrap up Kingohger because we do need to talk about
the Megazord fight was fucking awesome! They pulled out the Pillbug Zord! They drain all the power of the city and then just bash it to bits! And I love that their catchphrase as they're killing the monster is, "Bow down, bitch!" That is the perfect catchphrase and battle cry for a king-themed Sentai to have, to tell their enemies to bow down.
Is it really bow down, bitch?
No. It's just like Hizamazuke, which means bow your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, did I miss that?
I'm extrapolating, but the attitude is there.
Okay.
And yeah, then the episode ends with Kamakiri kidnapping Gira and Yanma, which immediately tells us this is going to keep happening.
Which only supports my hypotheses.
Papian's gonna kidnap the 3 of them at the end of the next episode, and then the Hachi's gonna kidnap all 4 of them at the end of that episode, and...
Can I also just say, I love the fact that Red can just fucking steal everyone's Zord at any given time.
Yeah, like at least in episode 1 they were like all already there, but then in episode 2 Gira just like snaps his fingers and all of the Zords come, presumably they were just chilling in their own countries, and then Gira just like brain powers and they're all just there. Like, fuck whatever you were doing.
I fucking loved in the preview, like, yeah, we see Queen Himeno in the exosuit, and she fucking does like a twirl in the exosuit, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's amazing.
And the most
I love this woman.
The most interesting thing is how, like, why are we able to fly now? And it's because the Blue Ranger's in the cockpit. So each of the Zords have their own power they contribute to the Megazord that's only active when the corresponding Ranger is in the pilot seat of their Zord.
That's really cool.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what powers the Megazord gets from having the other 3 Rangers.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, it's still good. I'm here for Yellow, but I'm also here for King Hercules. I can't wait to see more what he does.
Yanma is so fucking badass, and I love him.
I'm very happy that you found a Blue Ranger you absolutely fucking love.
It's been so fucking long since we had a Blue Ranger that I have literally no issues with.
Can I just say, I'm here waiting for Purple.
Oh yeah, Purple will be not this weekend, but the weekend after will be their episode probably.
I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say that. That was poorly worded, but I love the Purple Ranger. I love the suit. I love the design of the character, and I love the fact that when, like, you know, like they're doing character profiles and it comes to gender, it just goes, I don't know,
unknown/unimportant.
Yeah, unknown, unimportant.
Like we were saying last week.
Why do you care? Fuck off.
I identify as a threat.
Yes. This is the best way to
I identify as justice. Yeah, so yes, very, very love the episode, aside from my 3 minor nitpicks. Steady course forward. Let's keep this train rolling.
Oh yeah.
And do the things I said you should. Actually do those things.
Alright, feature topic time.
Feature topic.
Would someone like to explain to me why the poster for this movie had the 2 monsters standing on the fucking Twin Towers?
It was the early 70s.
Are you still there?
Barely.
Sorry if you didn't have anything to say.
He didn't watch Kingohger either.
Oh, fun. That's okay, we covered it.
I know.
So anyways, in the far-off year of 1970X, what is this, Mega Man?
No, Megalon.
Oh. I'm waiting for Megalon X.
So, from what I unfortunately, like I said before, I didn't have time to watch this movie, but what I remember from it is, oh my god, yeah, it is the Twin Towers.
And also, why is that poster using the Sonic the Hedgehog logo font?
It was the 70s. Back then we had no time to spare.
Godzilla versus Megalon.
So, what I remember from this movie is there were subterranean people. They hated humanity and they wanted to get rid of them.
Utopia. And then along came Zeus.
And then there were 2 guys who built a robot. A child got kidnapped.
Yep. A lot. Several times.
In his shorts.
And Godzilla did the famous fucking tail slide.
This is a Godzilla movie, but Godzilla is almost not in it until like the back third.
Well, because it wasn't supposed to be a Godzilla movie, then they were like, wait, we'll get more popularity if we put Godzilla in it.
I love that fan art! Godzilla's a Sonic character.
Okay.
Yeah, Gar, you want to give us some backstory on this movie? You're usually the one who has the backstory. All right, very succinct. Moving on.
No, I think Gar's mom was talking in the background or something. So
Yeah, give him a minute.
give him a minute. But yeah, so I'll just go off on a quick thing. So we do get interested. There you go. Go watch this video.
Go watch a video
come
of
back.
someone-
We'll talk about it. So
Pause this and go watch that.
the highlight of this movie for me is, of course, Jet Jaguar.
You mean the Green Goblin?
Yeah, someone posted a picture of like Green Goblin from 2002
That was
Spider-Man.
me!
Yeah, that was you, Paul. Just chopped in Jet Jaguar colors, and I was like, oh my god.
Can I just say this?
That's going in the thumbnail.
My dad, he likes his Godzilla. And when I was a kid, our Blockbuster had an entire wall of Godzilla movies, and I went through them. But I was a very small child, so it's been a very long time since I watched this movie. I saw that image of Jet Jaguar and Green Goblin, and I actually texted my dad, and I said, I can't unsee it. And he went, "What are you, new?" That was my first thought when I saw this movie in 2001, and
my first thought seeing this suit, aside from the Goblin thing, is if he's a Jaguar, why does he have a bird crest on his belt?
Because the name just sounds cool. That's the only...
Yeah, apparently Jet Jaguar was designed by a child who won a contest, is my understanding.
Loosely adapted from a design that was made by a child who won a contest, yes.
So it's a we resemble but are legally distinct from the Lollipop Guild kind of scenario where they change it just enough so they don't have to pay him.
Exactly.
So this is how Jet Jaguar was in 1973. This was him in the most recent anime that came out.
What the fuck?
So yeah, he was like a home. He got better. He got upgraded throughout the show, but yeah, that's how he started. No, that's his creator.
Krillin.
I love him. I have a vinyl figure of him.
I mean, I like it.
He looks like a mismatched Metapod.
He had legs. He couldn't support himself on the legs because he was too top heavy, so then they gave him wheels.
So he is a Metapod.
Yeah,
you
basically.
know what? I appreciate it because I like the idea of Jet Jaguar, advancing into a humanoid form.
I just can't believe that something like this that was designed by a kid was then appropriated to be used in a movie for kids has that terrifying of a face.
Oh yeah, and then that's what happens to him when he gets an AI installed, and then it becomes
Ichi,
smarter.
It's something of a scientist itself. See, but here's the thing. On the left, it looks like an Ultraman. And
God, do they play up how much it looks like a fucking Ultraman.
We're gonna get that out of the way. On the right side, it looks like a 1970s era super robot. Like it does. Like, let's be fair here. And
I can't say this is a field I have a lot of experience in.
Like Get a Robo, Mazinger Z, things
all
like that.
shows Evan watched and I didn't.
Yeah, this is like more Evan's thing.
Well, let me field the thing because I also watched it. Yes, it looks more like a 1970s era super robot.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are badass in their own right. Go watch that.
Of course, I have no doubt.
Mm.
I will say the first thing that made me break out laughing in this movie
was the fire.
The car chase, and then the one dude as they round the bend throws the fucking grenade, and then the grenade just. Then there's just a badly CGI'd fire.
Yes. Just they just took like the negative of some fire footage and they just reversed it and they just overlaid it over the film of this, and it looked like shit, and I loved it.
Also, you know how you can tell this is a very old movie because there's a scene where some dude is smoking a cigarette right across from a child.
Cobalt Caster, is that a scene from Starvengers? Is that foul tip? From is you're right. Yes, it is. So you're also right.
So they find some red sand, and I'm like, red sand? What is this? Detroit Become Human?
I understand, Cobalt. I also like Shin Getter Robo.
So yeah, basically the plot of the movie is
Robo-G.
nuclear tests happen near Monster Island, and it like wakes up Godzilla and a bunch of other monsters, and then the sea people from Seatopia, which are totally not just Zeus and his sex cult, they awaken their monster Megalon because they're angry at the overworlders, I guess. And then the humans of the movie, who are a race car driver, an inventor, and his little brother, build this they don't even build the robot for the purpose that it's used for in the movie. They just happen to be building a robot because he's an inventor, and what else would you do? And the robot just becomes little more than like an assist character and a means to summon and bring Godzilla to the fight at the end of the movie. Although it ends up turning into the most savage tag team wrestling match I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, no, honestly, I could, with enough rehearsal, I could call this as a WWE match. Like, this is literally just a WWE match. And when you look at how popular pro wrestling is in Japan, I'm just like, you just wanted to film a wrestling match in monster suits.
Felt like I was at Anime North's cosplay wrestling. One thing that really weirded me out throughout the entire movie is how almost every fight scene in the movie has zero music. It's just uncomfortable fighting sounds.
No, like, from what I remember is that, like, 70s, yeah, other than that...
Yeah, and then Godzilla pulled a Liu Kang twice!
Yeah, no,
I love
that's
that my
that's
one option
very...
for emojis was the XD emoji.
Oh, yeah.
No, but Ichi, that is one of the most famous fucking shots from Godzilla, like, ever. Just him slide kicking with his tail.
I inferred that.
But I'm just gonna say this: 70s Godzilla was really, really weird, and it was kind of like his lowest point. Once, because 70s Godzilla they just weren't that good. Weren't that good. And then 84 Godzilla came out, and everyone was just like, "Oh shit, he's fucking awesome again."
It's so funny that this is supposed to be one of the ones that appeals to kids. Did anyone else notice that truck that was carrying the box that the inventor and the kid were trapped in the back of the driver's like compartment of that truck, there was straight up porn. There was actual porn of like some non-Japanese women on the like back window of this truck that they're driving.
Yes, again, Ichi, it was the 70s.
Appealing to children. What else will do it?
They probably don't notice.
It's not about the children. It's the parents.
It's the parents taking their kids to see this movie.
Ichi, you know what it was? It wasn't about appealing to children. It was about depicting truckers accurately.
Those truckers, they sure do like their porn.
Oh yeah, I also forgot Gigan shows up in this movie.
Yes,
good old Mr. Gigan.
And you know
literally what? Just for a grudge match.
And you know what? It just proves me right. This is just a wrestling match. It just, oh my God, Gigan!
No, because they knew Megalon couldn't fucking carry this movie as like the main antagonist kaiju, so they were like, well, we need someone else. Let's bring Gigan. Everyone
but Gigan kept Ric Flairing the entire situation. Where he just like, he either had brass knuckles stored in his tights, or he kept grabbing a chair off from the side and hitting someone with, and the ref was never the wiser.
It's been okay, Decker. That's a good reference, but that's from Godzilla vs. Hedorah, where he does that. He flies by shooting his atomic breath.
All right, let's see. What else did I read?
It's been a while. It's been a while since I see this movie. Did at any point did Godzilla throw a rock at someone?
No.
That's usually one of his trope attacks. He throws a boulder at someone.
No,
yeah,
but
Godzilla did that to Fly one time.
At one point, while he was walking his way into the battle scene, he's just like waggling his arm around like he's doing a funk dance. Just like, yo, what up? Godzilla's here to fuck you up.
I just kept thinking to myself, there should be a musical number here. There should be a musical.
Godzilla doesn't have any entrance music?
No.
What a shitty wrestling match.
I mean, like, it was a good wrestling match, but it didn't have any entrance music.
I also love that there's shots of Megalon, like, as he's, like, moving around, he just starts, like, bouncing like a fucking rabbit, and I'm just like, boingy, boingy, boingy.
And my hypothesis is just, like, that's the best way to cover that much ground when you're in that suit. Because those suits are stifling, and you don't know.
Yeah. Also, Jet Jaguar and Godzilla shake hands at some point.
Yeah. We put aside our differences to fight for the planet.
But also, apparently, because like Jet Jaguar's in like the Godzilla game that like I have for PS4, and his signature attack, which I remember he did in the movie, is he shrinks back down to human size and he just flies around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like one of his strongest techniques.
The shots of Jet Jaguar flying around are so awkward and stiff. Every last shot.
But they are numerous.
Awkward, stiff, and numerous. The trifecta of bad film.
But then we get that amazing thing where like he shrinks back down to human size. He's like carrying the kid, or like he's like with the kid, and then you just hear that Jet Jaguar. That fucking theme song is amazing.
I hate the fact that whenever I think of Jet Jaguar, it always intersects with the Zoo Ranger theme song. So whenever I think of Jet Jaguar, Jet Jaguar.
No, I'm just thinking of that one.
I don't really know. Jet Jaguar.
No, I just think of that. I just think of that episode of JoJo Part 3 where they're fighting the stand user with a video game and they're playing a baseball one. It just...
Oh, yeah.
Jaggers!
Oh, it's a baseball!
It's a baseball! Jaggers! But yeah, no, like, in terms, like, my favorite, like, mechanized kaiju character in the Godzilla universe will, of course, always be Mechagodzilla, but Jet Jaguar is, like, right underneath them.
But is
like
who is your favorite? Who is your favorite Mechagodzilla?
Dragon Zord.
I'm gonna say so. I admit that Kiryu is the superior, best Mechagodzilla, but the original one is my favorite.
I like Kiryu best myself. It's me.
Oh no, Kiryu is the superior one. The worst Mechagodzilla is the one from Monster Planet. That one was garbage. Because we never saw it, and it was only as a city, and it didn't do anything else. It was bullshit.
So anyways, there's lots of like little scenes and little shots in this movie that I laughed at and nitpicked, and like it's a good movie if you want to see like cheesy old action flicks with like some corners cut.
I'm just gonna say
it's very 70s.
You know what? The cinematography is really good up until the point where it's not.
Although, like, mid-fight, there were several, like, really good shots.
There are some exceptionally good shots in this movie.
I think a
lot of them.
Yeah.
But, like, then you stop taking it seriously for a bit. But then it shows you another really good shot.
Yeah.
Like, I think this movie is secretly really well shot. But it's really hard to take seriously.
It's like hiding that fact from you until you get there.
Well, again, 70s Godzilla was silly.
It does just as much wrong as it does right, but the things that it does right are really good.
Like, I'm not enough well versed in kaiju movies to call myself a critic of it in any sort, but I think my overall takeaway from this film is you get through the hilariously cheesy, bad, weird shit from like the first half, maybe like 3/5 of the movie, and then you get an actually badass monster wrestling match as a reward for your trouble.
Yeah. Well, it's like Toho's good at that or something.
Like I'm not normally interested in this kind of toku because I'm more about like the heroes and the armor and the suits, but like I have to admit, that robot or that monster wrestling match was pretty fucking good.
You should watch some Godzilla fights.
I mean, I've seen some. We've watched some Godzilla movies over the 9 years we've been doing the show.
You watched Godzilla vs. Kong with us, so that was a fun movie.
But like those fights are worth it. They're just as worth it as anything from like the core toku shit that we watch.
Honestly,
it's
I'll
just
say
not
this.
normally what I go to Toku for.
Yeah, no, but I'll honestly say this about Godzilla. There is a Godzilla movie for everyone out there. You will find one that you will enjoy.
This might be mine, unless I find another one.
It's like how I believe that there is a soap opera drama, something like that for everybody. Like, you know, some cheesy, shitty thing that you love that's just, it takes itself way too seriously.
I really like Godzilla 98. That's one of my like top favorite ones, but like my favorite Toho produced one is Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Like that one's just fucking amazing.
I'm a big Godzilla 2000 person.
Oh, no, Godzilla 2000 was sick.
I'm extremely into Godzilla 2000. Like that movie. I saw that movie in theaters. And
the 90s trilogy is really good too.
All right, well, we can talk about
story.
We could talk about this for days, and this episode is already over 2 hours, so we should cut this. So
yeah,
as I said, I will summarize this as if you want to see some really good monster wrestling, this is a movie to do it with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, unfortunately, Gar had to leave due to technical issues, but like I know he would have had a lot to fucking say about this movie. So
yeah, maybe he can give his thoughts during our next episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gar. I guess I done goofed and took.
It's not your fault.
No. It wasn't you. He was having technical issues.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that will be Castranger for the week. Thank you all very much for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. I am excited. I'm loving Kingohger. Geats is doing okay. Let's keep the happy train going. Get me as far away from Don Brothers as possible.
Did everyone enjoy having me back? If anyone remembers me, did anyone enjoy having me back?
Dude, of course everyone remembers you.
Of course remember you. They called you Mr. Earthtones when you came in.
No, I know that, but that was a couple people. That was okay. Anyways. Yeah.
Everyone post in the comments. Tell us you want Greencaster back more often.
If anyone wants me back more often, I'll come back more often, because both these shows are cool.
Yeah, see, look, they're already singing your praises in the Discord.
Earthstone, come back.
Mosshead. Alright, well, that will be it. Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger, our featured topic for next week. Oh boy, this is going to be a rough one. We have 2 Kamen Rider Saber specials, the Hyper Battle video and the Sabala Durandal short. Both of which are not good. I have already watched them.
All I saw from the Durandal Sabala one was
someone
one
used the
clip.
Bugs Bunny no beam. I'm not coming back.
I saw one clip from it, and I saw how violent it was. It was very violent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it like Beowulf shit? Like, is that what they're trying to do? Because Durandal?
Well, in Saber, Kamen Rider Durandal is the time-themed dude who uses a spear, and he is, like, unhealthily obsessed with his sister. Actually, no, it's the other way around. The sister is obsessed with him. Anyway, it's weird. Saber's weird. Saber is the crystallized ideal of wasted potential.
Saber was okay.
Sounds good, bud.
Saber started strong and did not land.
The suits were nice.
Blades is still my favorite suit of all time. Even more than Tombo Oger.
Damn.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be a hard spot to wrestle.
Cool.
Speaking of monster.
That one's your favorite Sentai, that one's your favorite rider.
Yes.
It's fine.
Alright, well, thank you all once again. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merchandise store, all of our cool shit.
Stay Toku, everybody.
Stay Godzilla, everyone.
Oh yeah, that's Kamen Rider Solomon from Saber.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As a fake Grand Order
Too bad the character behind it was absolutely shit.
As a fake Grand Order player, I was just like, oh, Solomon.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Alright, see you next time.
Bye.